In this video, I'm going to talk about in-app notification builder, one of the tool within XRM toolbox. Now, in-app notification builder tool is built by Evan Fico. Now, this tool basically allows you to generate an in-app notification. So, in a model-driven app, you can have multiple type of notification like a mobile notification, an email notification, in-app notification. Now, this tool specifically allow you to generate an in-app notification. Now, in-app notification usually can be generated using code or just by adding some record into a notification table. Now, basically, this tool allows or gives you an ability to get live preview of the notification before you even create that notification. And this tool has got an important UI whereby you can actually view whether the notification is enabled for your specific model driven app or not. So you can actually view the notification status for the table. Now, the in-app notification builder has an ability to select app and the user context for triggering notification. So you need to specify which app you want that notification to be created for and for which user. So take for example, if I select app number one and if I direct this to say user Girish, then when user Girish opens the app, then the user will see that notification for that specific app. Now you can define call to action button on the fly. You can test the notification in the app itself. And the good part is that you can even get the notification code in C Sharp, JavaScript, Power Automate. So, from a concept perspective, what exactly happens is in your backend you have a table in the Dataverse. You have a table called as notification. So, in say notification table, you have basically some set of columns, in that notification table. Now, it specifies a model-driven app, the title of the notification, the body, the data, the expiry, icon type, and some other fields. Now, if you want to generate the same notification using Power Automate, you can add a new row for that specific Dataverse table, like the notification table, and specify all this parameter. The moment you do that, your app will display that notification. Now, before even the notification displays in your application, when you create a an app, it will have a setting called as, if in features you will find in-app notification. So make sure that in-app notification is turned on for your app. Now, this enables the app to poll for new in-app notification and display this notification as a toast notification or within the notification center. Now, in-app notification builder, this is how that in-app notification builder looks like. So it will allow you to select an app. It will show you the status whether the in-app notification is turned on or off. And you can actually test the in-app notification within the application itself. Like here, we have already tested it. So we have just created a title, the body. So if you see the title over here and then the body, so those all things are coming from here. And what kind of toast type you want? It's a timed or some other thing. Now you can get the code, you can get the C sharp code, you can get the JavaScript code, and you can even get the Power Automate code for building the notification. Now, here on the bottom right, here you will actually see the notification in the model driven app. Here you can see various different types of code which is generated, like the C sharp code or a JavaScript code. So all those type of code you can see. It's a Power Automate code, and here you will see a like a JSON kind of an interface. When the code gets generated. So you have this data which has a URL, navigation target, and title as this component. So these all information are basically a schematic for the notification. Let me jump into the demo. So let me first show you the model driven app. So if I navigate to say world app, now this is one of the app world application. Now I'll open this application in make.power apps as well, just to show you what is the status of the app. So I've just opened this app in an edit mode. Now if you see this app, if you click on setting, under setting, if you go to features, then here you should see list all the listed feature. Now one of the feature is in-app notification. Okay, now let me open the XRM toolbox. In XRM toolbox, we have in-app notification builder. I've just installed it. So if you open this in-app notification builder, then it will give you an interface. So this is an interface basically. And from on the top here, you can search. Okay, so here, let me open the world app. Okay, so if I open the world app, can you see over here it is showing as red? What does this red indicate? That it is telling that for this app, notification is disabled. So why don't you first turn this on? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go into the app and I'll turn this off. Turn this on. In-app notification is turned on. Clicked on save, and now I'll click on publish once this saving is done. So for a model-driven app, you need to first turn on the in-app notification. So I've turned on the in-app notification. I've published this, and I'll just give a quick refresh to the model-driven app. Okay, so this is the model-driven app. So let me give a control F5, and this is the model driven app with the notification turned on. Now let me go to the uh, application over here. Now this is red, but ideally this should come as green because now we have turned it on. So let it refresh first. So let me again go back to world app. So if it doesn't come up, then maybe what you can do, you can just close this in-app notification and you can open it again. So I'm just opening it again so that it takes that refreshed version of the application. So if I click on world app, now it is green. So that means notification is working fine. Okay, so that means notification is turned on. So let me create a simple notification. I'd say the record is updated. Some of the information is looking good. The moment I type all this information, you can see over here, this is how the notification will look like. Now I can put something else as well. I'll say this is good information. Now I can put this in a separate line so that it looks bigger. And also for good, I'll make it bold. So if you see here, this is bold. If I make this as H, and I can even attach a hyperlink and an image as well. So I can even put an image. So I can point this to say some URL, okay, which I'm not going to do, but just to show you that the toast type can be timed or it can be hidden, and it expires in either 2 weeks or seconds or minutes. So maybe let me say the toast disappears in say maybe 2 minutes. Icon is info, so this is I can put success, so that's green, failure, warning, mention, so at the rate, and custom, so I can have my own custom image. Okay, so I can put say form icon, so this is how the form icon will look like. So let me pick success, and here the action item I can put add an action. So here I'll say this is say Girish website. This is some text. I can open it as dialog, inline, or new window. So let me open it as dialog. Type is URL, and let me give me here the website of girishupal.com. Okay, so this is I've added. So if I click on create over here, here you'll see Girish website. So like this, I can add other website as well. So let me add one more, Google, but this will open in inline. Okay, and the type is URL and https://google.com. So I have created two action. You will see two hyperlink over here. Now what I can do, I can test this. Okay. Now if you see this application over here, this is the application. So let me show you this application. So let me refresh this. Control F5. Now this application, if you see the notification, so if you click on notification here, you will see the old notification. So let me dismiss all notifications. So let me close this. So there are no notification. I can even set the notification how many duration I want. So I'll want for 6 seconds. I enable the toast. Okay, all good. I'll just close this now. Let me come here, and this time I'll just say test. So if I click on test over here, it will ask you send the test notification, but to which user. So I'll say, okay, I've logged in as myself. So let me pick up Girish Uppal as a user, and I'll click on test, and I'll quickly navigate to this app. Now, if you play around with this app, you can navigate to various sections within the app. So let's assume you're just browsing through this app, you're clicking on various records like contact, account, activities, world. So what might happen is, like, after a while you will receive a notification because we have started testing the notification. We have just sent a manual notification. As you see over here, this notification has popped up. Now this notification will remain for 2 minutes, okay, until and unless if you remove it. Now here I've seen that this notification exists. Now I can navigate to Girish website or Google. So if I click on Girish website, it will open in a new tab. And again, if I go over here, I can click on, say, Google. Then again it will open in a new tab. Now what it has done, it has allowed you to click on the action item. It is showing you the icon, it is showing you the time this notification was there. And you can, if I again click on this button, then it will again send out this notification back. So what essentially is happening in the back end is, in a notification table, a value gets created. Now what does that value gets created, you will come to know by clicking on get code. So in get code, you have an option to get C sharp code, JavaScript code, and Power Automate. Now if I click on JavaScript code, here I'll see the variable system user id, the user who should receive the notification, and what data are you passing. So I'm passing two different url, which is listed over here, Google and my own website. So data URL and title. And over here in the notification record, you're sending the title, the body, and some text. This one, if you see over here, you're giving a some parameter telling that what should be the toast type, what should be the icon type, what should be the data binding of the owner ID, and what is the time to live, and the data, which is basically getting stringified by using json.stringify. And then you are actually calling xrm.webapi.create record. Here it will actually create a record in the app notification internal name, logical name table, which is basically a notification table. And then it will log the success or failure accordingly. So this is how you can read through the code in Power Automate. So if you're using Power Automate, here you can directly copy the title, body, the data, the expiry, the owner, and the icon type. Now owner you cannot copy because you need to actually point to the correct owner of it. But from here you can actually copy data, expiry, icon type, title, and body. So like this you can generate n number of notifications. So this is a good placeholder for anyone who is very new to notification. If you do not understand what a notification is or how to create a notification, this is a good workbench to play around. So there are multiple options. You can even get a C sharp code as well. So directly you can get the C sharp code, and then you can execute those C sharp code while writing a plugin. So that's it, folks. This is all about generating an in-app notification using in-app notification builder tool in the XRM toolbox. Thanks for watching.